But listen, this is they're ostensibly about the war between Israel and the Hamas terrorist group. I say ostensibly, it's mainly role-playing, if you ask me. Let's look at that. Israel's negotiating a ceasefire now with Hamas, supposedly, but it seems Hamas is refusing to release all its hostages, probably because it's killed a lot of them. Meanwhile, Israel, despite that, is still planning a land assault on Rafah, which is the last remaining city in Gaza that it has not yet searched for the hostages and for the Hamas commanders. What's your take on what's going on there?
Yeah, well, first of all, what's on the table is another proposal, in terms of a temporary ceasefire and release of somewhere between 20 to 33 hostages, about a 40-day ceasefire, with the ability to release the Palestinians to go back into northern Gaza, something that Hamas is interested in. Hamas has been opposing these proposals for some time now. And the reality is they have put some very harsh conditions on the table: permanent ceasefire, withdrawal of all troops, and then begin negotiations over the hostage release. And the intensity and these conditions by Hamas have gotten tougher, I believe, quite related to the Biden administration's pushback on Israel publicly and fundamentally disagreeing with their military operation in Rafah as well. And that has certainly undermined Israel quite significantly in these negotiations, and certainly has strengthened Hamas's position. I'm hopeful that something will come of these recent proposals so that more of these hostages could be released. And I certainly underscore Israel's determination to continue their military operation in Rafah after they move many of the civilians to a safe enclave, because the destruction of Hamas, as much as they can possibly do, is absolutely essential. And that is where the leaders are. And my sources tell me that Sinwar, who is the #1 leader in Gaza of the Hamas organization, has 15 to 20 hostages protecting him and his family in the tunnel complex. And that's why they have these hostages, to guarantee their survival. Certainly, so they'll be able to go forward. And Israel is absolutely right in putting military pressure on them to force the release of the hostages.